So batting power play will have to be taken. 45 overs have been bowled, and the last throw of the dice from Kumar Sangakkara. Lasith Malinga into the attack. Let's not forget what he can do when he's bowling at the death. He's a kind of bowler who can take 2 or 3 wickets in an over. He's done that already in this World Cup, and the Indians will be aware of that. 30 needed from 30.
And the other point to make, Ravi, is that the batting power play has got a few teams in this World Cup in a bit of a pickle. Where it should be working for them, somehow they find themselves losing wickets during it, and it working completely against. So Sri Lanka will be hoping that's the case.
And no team knows better than how that pickle tastes than India. Twice early on they messed it up. And see the faces, the tension's still there. They want this over and done with. Either way, fans of both sides. It's nerve-wracking. Here's Malinga. And what Yuvraj will have to watch is the change of pace from Lasith Malinga, and also the Yorker.
Yeah, he's got wonderful variation, Lasith Malinga. He's got that off-spinning slower ball. And he's got that very, very good Yorker that just tails into the right-hander. He's also got a lively bouncer, and I'm sure he'll be looking to test Yuvraj out with that short ball. And there's been a slight change in the field with the third man coming into the ring, which is interesting, and deep mid-off going back. So the deep fielders are deep cover, deep mid-off, and deep square leg. He's just in front of square too.
Looking for the big flashing drive through the offside.
Well, I can only think that pushing mid-off back, there's going to be lots of slower deliveries. Let's have a look at India in batting power plays. We're into the batting power play now. 30 for 4 against South Africa. West Indies 28 for 4. What's the best one against Bangladesh first game? 48 without loss.
Again, the Yorker, he's kept that out. Bang on target. It's amazing how he adjusts. Whether it's a left-hander or right-hander, he still gets it spot on.
Well, having worked with the Sri Lankans and having worked with Malinga, he has practiced this. He would, in the nets, he wouldn't want a batsman there, but after he's had a bit of a bowl to batsman, he would get an old pair of shoes, put them at the crease, and he'd run in and target those shoes. And he used to do that time and time again until he developed the ability to hit it consistently. So it's no surprise to me that he's one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world, at bowling at people's feet.
And it's such a quick arm action that if you've not played him before, it takes a while for you to adjust.
It's a good over, is this so far? Just look at this, 4 dot balls. That's what he does at the end, at the death. He's all over the place, it seems, but just look at these pulsing deliveries. Those are wickets, look how full they are. This is a fabulous over. 30 required from 26.
What he'll do with this over is he'll make India take chances in the over coming up after this. He'll target whoever the bowler is. That gives Sri Lanka an opportunity as well to take a wicket. 30 from 26 now. It's amazing how when you're chasing and you know the target, you can think differently. If India were batting first and Lasith Malinga was into the attack at this stage, and India were in this position, they will look to attack him.
What does he come up with now? This is the last delivery coming up at the 46th over. He's only gone for 2. He's had the towel out again to dry the ball. The field's set with deep long off, as if he's going to bowl slower deliveries. We've seen the Yorker get in there. Yuvraj has got a high back lift.
Drives down the ground. There is a long on. 3 runs off that last over. It's 248 for 4.
Well, it's just ticked up again.
Is whether they go with spin with the due about and the slippery ball, or do they go with a medium pace. They have decided to go with Kulasekara. He has got experience of bowling in the death, and he can get the ball very full and very straight. So obviously it's very difficult for the spinners to get a decent grip on the ball. Hence Murali is still sitting on 8 overs with 2 overs to bowl.
And I reckon this could be the moving over for India. They will target him. 27 needed from 24. There's a deep mid-wicket. There's a long on and a long off. Those are the 3 fielders in the deep. The rest all in the circle, because they have to be. You're allowed only 3 outside the circle. Yuvraj goes for it down the ground. Brings Dhoni back on strike.
Kulasekara has shown us nothing so far in this game, and look at his figures: 7 overs, none for 47. I wonder if he's going to look to get his Yorker in. I look at pace again, just 126, so he can't pace up, he's got to pace down.
Well, what he's relying on, Bumble, is getting the ball underneath the bat. He has to bowl Yorkers. You know, if he bowls, takes pace off the ball, there's too many open spaces for the batsman to hit through and over the field. Short ball, he's not quick enough to hurry the batsman, so it's got to be Yorkers, all 6 balls.
That's hit very hard through the offside. It's gone to the boundary like a tracer bullet. The 250 comes up.
Well, that's the problem. It's only inches. If you're short of the Yorker, you find it racing to the boundary, and particularly when you've got someone like Dhoni who's in. He's not only got power, he's got placement.
Well, he smears that through extra cover. Look at the bend in his knees. This is bat speed and hands. 6 4s and 1 6, Dhoni. On to 75.
That's what an innings this is in a World Cup final. It's by a captain going it quicker than a runner ball. It's just soaked and absorbed all the pressure. 22 needed from 22. Straight down the ground. There is long on, and they'll come back for 2. No, Dhoni sent back, and rightly so. He was not seeing the ball.
They're just going to have a look at this. It's a direct hit. There don't seem to be any alarms out there, but I know that the umpire's having a look at this. There's a shot down the ground. It's a mid-on fielder who comes in and picks the ball up, throws at the stumps. Who is this guy? Kabagedera's down there, and he just knocks the ball away, picks up. He's in. Oh, he's in.
Well, there were some stern words from Dhoni there, looking at Yuvraj, telling him when you're running in, make sure you're not far away from the stumps, otherwise I don't know where you are. He was once again on the pitch. This should be not out. So 21 needed from 21 balls. Onside, 4 more. So the Indians rightly targeting Kulasekara.
Well, Nuwan Kulasekara is not getting that Yorker in. Instead, he's delivering a very friendly full pitch delivery, which Yuvraj deals with quite brutally.
He doesn't miss these. 128 Ks, smashed away mid-wicket. 10 from the over in 4 deliveries. 17 required, India.
Yes, and you can already see in the stands everyone loosening up. They've been quiet all this while. There'll be a huge weight off their shoulders in about 10 minutes' time. Oh, unlucky not to get that away. Nice, full, juicy, full toss.
Can't get it in there, can he? Yorker's not going in there.
John Tremendous looking on. He missed out. Played all the World Cup. Bowled very well. He was overlooked for this match. Yuvraj Singh has had a wonderful World Cup, and he's capping it off by supporting his captain in these final stages. Kumar Sangakkara's mind would be racing. What can he possibly do?
Picked away on the onside. He'll find long on, but it's a big over for India. 11 of it. 259 for 4.
And some real damage there to Kulasekara. 8 overs now, no maidens, none for 57. The quiet Sri Lankan fans team also, that just may have knocked the stuffing out of them. They still got to believe. 16 required from 18 deliveries. Dhoni's on 76, Yuvraj on 18. Partnership 36 from 34, 16 required.
So 259 for 4. 16 needed from 18 balls. India cruising along at this stage. They've had some terrific partnerships in the chase. Don't forget, they were 31 for 2 at one stage. And when Tendulkar was dismissed, there was stunned silence here at the Wankhede Stadium. But now, slowly but surely, they realize that the team is minutes away from lifting up a World Cup. Lasith Malinga, can he do something special for Sri Lanka? Lovely shot through the offside. There is a man in the deep, so just the single.
But they just released now, India. You can see the end of this game, just 15 required, and there's a flow to the play. Flow from Yuvraj, and Dhoni's in there. He's got strike again.
Now just re-looking his field. Well, it's a big moment for the boards of both the countries. 8 playing in the final. You can see the president of the ICC is a former president of the BCCI. He will be making way to go downstairs. It's a proud moment to be part of an administrative unit that lifts the World Cup. Nicely placed. It's racing away. Beats the fielder in the deep. 11 required now.
Incredible timing. MS Dhoni has pulled off a magic innings here, and this is a great example of it. The timing and the placement once again. There's a slower ball by Malinga, but Dhoni still managed to time it beautifully behind square, and it just raced away to that boundary.
He's tickled that, nothing more. just eased on it. His feet get in a great position. How many is he now, Dhoni? 80.
And the message is sent for all and sundry who were barking around over the last month and a half about his form with the bat. 4 more. He's doing it easily.
Another slow ball by Malinga, and another amazing shot. It was nearly like a sweep shot. Flicked it away, and it just went like a tracer bullet to the boundary.
It's a flick, nothing more. Quickly moving on to 84. 7 required now. Where's that tuk-tuk?
It'll be there, David. Just finishing off on Dhoni. Everyone was screaming down his neck about his performances with the bat. They were barking away. What he's done today, he's made the bat do the talking, and everyone will shut up.
It's a brilliant chase, is this? We're only into the 48th over. Nearly there, India.
Oh, excellent Yorker between the legs, but it's just 7 runs needed. And the crowd will be ready to erupt in a matter of minutes. And if you want to know where the biggest party in the globe will happen, it's just one place: India. And that's after 5 minutes or so. 7 needed. And what a chase this is in a final. And it's a team that sits number 1 on the rankings. Surely after this World Cup, they'll move up to number 1 in the one-day rankings as well. They deserve to.
You can't argue with world champs. On the brink. Sri Lanka on the brink.
As Mohandas Menon tells me, even if they win this, they'll be number 2, but they'll say, we don't care. The World Cup is what's more important. Six needed now.
He can't, can he? One hit. Just one hit. Yuvraj on strike at the end of the 48th. They're all in. Nobody's left.
It's 28 years India has waited for this. 83 was when India won the World Cup. Lots of similarities there. At least a couple I can remember. Both the captains, their surnames are with D. Also, both the presidents of the Board of Control for Cricket in India who are from Nagpur, will be from Nagpur. NKP Salve was the president then, Shashank Manor, the president now. 11 off the over, 270 for 4.
And racing away with it now, India. I just need 5 to aim from 12 deliveries. Yeah, those parties can start. They'll be dancing in the streets all over India. Shudder to think what it's going to be like here at the ground at the Wankhede. He's been lucky, that boy. Comes into the game at the final do. He's happy.
So everyone now just about beginning to clear their throats. And there'll be a lot of thirsty people around in minutes time. 270 for 4. 5 runs to win a World Cup. And it would also mean with just 5 to go, it might well be the last over, so no more Murli. Take the single. So Dhoni has a chance of finishing things off. India 1 hit away from winning the World Cup for the second time, and they're in a position to do something unique. They won a 60-over World Cup in 1983. They won the 2020 World Cup in 2007, and now a 50-over World Cup if they win this.
Should also spare a thought for obviously the Sri Lankans. They have played exceptionally well here tonight. The support team, they're very long faces. They'll be disappointed, but they can walk away from this contest a very proud nation. They have played exceptionally well. They've played it in the right spirit. But also the other person you should think of is Gary Kirsten, the coach of India. You know, what a way for him to leave his team.
Absolutely magnificent. Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup after 28 years. The parties start in the dressing room, and it's an Indian captain who's been absolutely magnificent in the night of the final.
Well, he's demolished it, he really has. 91 from 79 deliveries. MS Dhoni, 8 fours, 2 sixes. Look at the scenes here, great joy at the Wankhede. Great joy, you would say, all over India. They've been magnificent. This has been a super game of cricket.
Players jumping around for joy, and why wouldn't they? Have had such a wonderful World Cup, the Indians. They've dominated, and they have played a side that is equally dominated throughout the tournament in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, as I said, should walk away very proud, but it's India are the side on the night. They are the champions, and they deserve to be. They've been sensationally led by MS Dhoni, finding himself 91 not out to see his team home.
223 for 4, just a sniff for Sri Lanka, and then a partnership of 54 in 42 deliveries between Dhoni and Yuvraj. Great restraint from Yuvraj, he's played for the team there, but there are wonderful scenes here. Nobody has left the ground. One team achieves, the other will be desperate, but they've got to the final, they've played the part, Sri Lanka. This has been a super game of cricket.
Kumar Sangakkara is being congratulated by the Indian players, and he should be. He's led the Sri Lankan side very, very well. The Indians are beside themselves. They're carrying their captain off the field.
Sachin running out there, and it's not been the Sachin show. Shown real teamwork, India. 2 down, 2 for 31. Both openers back in the shed. Sachin there, what does it mean to him? He still looks a boy, 38 years of age. A lot more to come from him. Fireworks are off. They're banging away here, up in the sky, down on the ground.
And the fireworks will be going all night, you can guarantee that. This is just the start of it. It'll be going all night and for many nights to come. It's been a special night for India. India have waited since 1983 to repeat that amazing win in England, led by Kapil Dev, but now MS Dhoni has done the job for India.
Well, it's been a 100% game from everybody, from India, from Sri Lanka, from the umpires, from the crowd. It's been absolutely marvellous.
Yuvraj Singh being hugged by his teammates. He's had a wonderful World Cup with bat and ball. There goes Matai Muralidharan. What a champion, and he should be very proud of what he has done this World Cup and throughout an amazing career, both in one-day international cricket and Test cricket. He's been an incredible performer.